What if Spider-Man, the world's most beloved hero, was not the friendly neighborhood protector, but something far darker? Tonight, we dive into the terrifying dark multiverse, where Peter Parker becomes corrupted by power, vengeance, and bloodlust. Brace yourself, because this Spider-Man is no hero, he's a nightmare. Spider-Man is one of the most iconic heroes in comic book history, a symbol of hope, responsibility, and perseverance. But the dark multiverse asks a haunting question. What if the very traits that made him a hero were twisted into something monstrous? In these shadowed realities, Peter Parker's life takes turns that push him beyond the limits of morality. Instead of becoming a symbol of responsibility, he becomes a weapon of destruction, and the results are horrifying. Let's begin with the most famous path to darkness, the symbiote's corruption. We know the black suit gave Spider-Man enhanced strength, speed, and aggression. But in the dark multiverse, Peter never rejects it. Instead, the alien symbiote fuses with him completely, amplifying his darkest impulses. No longer cracking jokes, this Spider-Man becomes a predator, hunting criminals with brutal violence. Imagine the city's protector swinging through the night, not to save lives, but to stalk prey. His enemies wouldn't stand a chance, but neither would the innocent caught in his web. But the dark multiverse doesn't stop there. In one twisted version, Uncle Ben never dies, but Aunt May does. Instead of learning that with great power comes great responsibility, Peter learns a different, darker lesson. Power means control. Consumed by rage and grief, he vows never to be weak again. In this world, Spider-Man doesn't just stop criminals, he rules them, turning New York into a dictatorship under his iron web. Even are darker the versions where Spider-Man merges with true nightmares. In one scenario, he bonds with Carnage, becoming something worse than both symbiotes combined. With Peter's intelligence, Carnage's bloodlust, and Spider-Man's powers, the result is an unstoppable monster. Heroes like the Avengers and the X-Men fall before their carnage, leaving the planet drained in fear. This is not the hero fans admire, it's the apocalypse in red and black. But perhaps the most terrifying version comes from Spider-Man, the other storyline reimagined in the dark multiverse. In it, Peter doesn't stop the transformation into a spider-like predator. His humanity fades, replaced by monstrous instincts. He spins cocoons not to protect, but to trap. He doesn't save New York, he feeds on it. Picture a world where Spider-Man becomes the hunter of humanity itself, lurking in shadows, waiting to devour those who once cheered his name. Another haunting possibility. What if Spider-Man gave in to his deepest resentment? Peter Parker has always struggled with guilt for Uncle Ben, for Gwen Stacy, for everyone he couldn't save. But in the dark multiverse, guilt curls into hatred. He blames the world, blames the weak, blames his enemies and friends alike. This Spider-Man turns his genius into weapons of terror. Oscorp's technology, once used against him, becomes his arsenal. He doesn't fight the Green Goblin, he becomes something far worse. And the most chilling part, in every dark multiverse story, Peter Parker doesn't lose his intelligence, his drive, or his cunning. He keeps them all. Only his moral compass is gone, and that makes him more dangerous than villains like Venom, Carnage, or even Green Goblin. Because this time, the monster knows every move the hero would make because he was the hero. The dark multiverse also explores how other heroes react. Would the Avengers fight him? Could Doctor Strange stop him? Or would even they fall before the web of an evil Spider-Man? In some stories, Peter wipes out entire teams of heroes, proving that the most terrifying villain is not an alien warlord or a cosmic god, but the corrupted heart of a man we trusted. What makes these tales truly horrifying is how believable they are. Peter Parker's life is built on tragedy and loss. One wrong choice, one moment of weakness, and the line between savior and destroyer disappears. That's what the dark multiverse forces us to confront, that even the brightest heroes carry shadows. And if those shadows ever consumed them, the world would never survive. So ask yourself, what is scarier, a villain born evil, or a hero who chooses to become one? Now it's your turn. Which evil Spider-Man version of you think is the scariest, the Symbiote Predator, the Carnage hybrid, the monstrous spider, or the dictator of New York? Tell me in the comments below, I want to hear your thoughts. And if you enjoyed exploring this terrifying what if in the dark multiverse, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and share this video with